Greetings. Still on the chapter of our capital, and I just want to put out a few words of encouragement and enlightenment when it comes to doing business and being in this type of flesh and this type of persona and skin. Because when you're doing business in this type of flesh and persona and skin, they try to label it as nigga business, like you're doing like nigga business or whatever. And because you're not, so-called presentable, because you're not necessarily 100% clean cutting up the par and this and that and the third, they won't respect you in certain markets. And that's okay, because even in nigga business, there's money. It's money in nigga business. And I'm not trying to be funny, because I'm not saying that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a nigga, but I'm going to dedicate this message to one of my inspirations. He was one of my teachers, Elijah Muhammad. And he had a really unique way of doing business. Very unique way. And in this day and time, they call it nigga business, though. Because he believed in using paper, keeping track of things yourself. And he styled himself as a certain type of entrepreneur, to where, like, when he got products, he didn't believe in going to the post office and shipping out products. He believed we deliver our products, we pick them up, we get trucks, we ship them across the country, we get planes, we ship them over the water. See, Frank Lucas and all of those people was inspired by Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad was very rich, extremely rich, and from my research, I'm not trying to compare him, but he's up there. I don't know if he was the richest teacher. I'm trying to do this series on who was the actual richest teacher, like between, you got all this stuff with these beefs or whatever. I'm not going to name any names, but he was very rich, extremely rich, and his story is very important because it came from out of a family beef. You see, Elijah Muhammad, they would have deemed him as doing nigga business because of the fact that he has certain aspects of his business associated with what you would call drugs and things of that nature, before he eventually moved into building what you call the Nation of Islam that you see on the news and in the media. You see, so they would deem him a nigga, but at the same time, I guarantee you, if we do the paperwork, I could calculate billions of dollars worth of big-time businesses and companies and corporations living off of this man's estate to this day, and what he set up by his hands, because everything he did was by hand. That was his motto. See, and it's a lot of stuff that he didn't necessarily say, but if you get into the private training, you'll learn. So I'm saying all that because I do have you guys' products, I do have your crystals and things of that nature. However, I'm being very selective on how I'm going to ship them. And actually, when I got you guys' products, I was attacked, and my device was shot down and went out. So I'm at a flight risk, like I was saying on another video, in a different format, or I'm at a flight risk right now on a lot of levels, because I'm doing a lot of business on a lot of different levels. But I haven't forgot about my fans back in hometown out east. And I got you guys' crystals, but I'm being very selective on how I'm shipping. Some of them I might bring them to you, and I do expect you to pay me as a shipper. Some people I may use a third-party shipping agency or whatnot to ship your products, but I'm being very selective because I've lost, from my calculations, thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands of dollars in products to the post office, because they consider themselves, and see, this stuff people don't know, they're a sovereign entity. They're not controlled by the United States. Post office in and of itself is another sovereign entity. So I try to pattern. I don't feel like I'm a horrible businessman. I know a lot of people do, and I don't get offended if you feel like I am. I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at some of my ratings online. I mean, of course, people look at it like I'm a horrible businessman, but I don't look at myself like a horrible businessman. I just try to use tactics, and I teach lessons in business. And all of this I learned from actually Elijah Muhammad. Yeah, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and Marcus Garvey and Elijah Muhammad, their stories intersect, and there's a lot I could actually say. Marcus Garvey was a deep businessman as well too, and there's a lot I could say, but I want to show and prove. So you're gonna see me coming out with a lot of different random episodes in relationship to business and things of that nature, from a different perspective that you may not be used to, because I'm not going to quote your people that you know in this day and time. I'm going to quote people that you didn't really know and didn't really realize were business people. So do got you guys' products. They come in. I want you guys to, they shot down one of my devices. So I was saying that I want you guys to send me again, who have my number. Those of you that got my number, you can send me a text with your address if you want me to get the product shipped. And I do charge a fee for this, of course, and I do expect a fee. But you can put your address when you text it to me on these crystals and how you want to get these crystals. This is a part of the registration program. And if I got to goddamn bring them to you myself, we can come up with a rate. Or if I got to find a way to ship them to you through another third party that may charge you a little extra, like, a little penny, but you're going to get them though. Because I can't guarantee you through no free post office agency that you're going to get anything. And I can just say, I'm going to send them to you for free. I got the money to do that. That's not a problem. I can send them to you for free, but you might not get them. So text me. My number's 513-304-8638 for those of you that don't know. I give it out. I don't care. People call me about all kind of shit. Just respect my time, but text me your number and I will get to you, your address and things of that nature if you wanted to get this shipment done, and I'll give you a call and we can set up a way to get the crystals. So I can thank you guys for listening and watching, and as always, stay vigilant. Miss you guys back home. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.